Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 2 of my Valencia career mode. Now today we're again going to be trying to get closer to the end of the summer transfer window and hopefully trying to get in a couple more players, not loads, but you guys have been putting your suggestions in the comments of the previous episode. I've been reading and replying as usual, and I've got a little bit of a short list. But before we get into the episode, if we go hit 30 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, don't forget to go subscribe as well if you haven't already, and let's get right into things. Also, I just want to say thank you very much for your support on the first episode. I think we've hit about 40 likes on that one or something, which is great news, and you seem to be really enjoying the career mode so far, so hopefully we can get in a couple more decent players in this episode. A few of you are saying I should get in another winger, or a replacement winger, and a new right back as well. So I've been looking at right backs. It's more likely to be Hugo Malo if I was to sign a new right back. But also you said that most of you said I should try and sign Gustavo. Some gave other suggestions like Xhaka, Thiago, Sergio Roberto, and Pjanic. I think they were the only players that were suggested in the midfield. Also, Jonathan Dos Santos was suggested. I don't think I'll be going for him, because I don't think he's going to be fast enough. So I'll remove him from my short list. He's not really going to be a fast enough winger for my liking. He can play CDM though and centre mid. But other players, again, I think I'm just going to get rid of that guy. I can't see him being too good. I want to try and sign Hugo Malo. I think that's the more realistic one, to be honest. So I'm going to try and get in Hugo Malo as a backup right back, I think, to Cancelo, I think, so I pronounce his name. So we're going to try and get in him. Again, though, he's going to be 7 million at least, so he might be a little bit pricey for my liking. But I've submitted a new contract offer for Gustavo. It's the same one as the one you saw in the previous episode. It's just I had to resubmit it due to the amount of time that we left it. So hopefully he's going to be signing in this episode. About Xhaka and the other midfielders, I don't think I'm going to be signing Xhaka. He's going to be too expensive. Similar sort of situation with Thiago and Pjanic. I think they might be players I sign a little bit later on, because obviously I've signed Verratti already. Gustavo, I think, is probably the best option for now, just because he's quite cheap, and he just seems like the right option, to be honest. And I don't really want to sign loads of new midfielders and end up with a whole new team, so I think we'll just go with Gustavo for now. Like I say, Xhaka, Thiago, or Pjanic might be some of the players I sign next season, possibly. And Sergio Roberto is a player that I'm scouting, but again, I don't really know that I'll need him. He can play centre mid, CDM and right back. Whether you really want to play him right back, I don't think we would really. But I'm scouting him, seeing what he's like, how expensive he is, and we'll have to wait on that one. And the final player I'm going to speak about quickly is Matheus Pereira. Now, he is a 19-year-old left mid. He's loan listed, but I'm going to try and sign him. And I'm just going to put in a bid for him, hopefully try and get him in. It's going to be a trade deal, I think, for Piatti, or Piatini or something, who is our left winger at the moment. I'm going to try and get rid of him. In fact, I might not need to be honest. He's worth 8.5 million, so no, there wouldn't be much point in doing that. I'm back in a second once I've found the right player. Okay, so it doesn't look like we actually have a player to trade with him, so we are just going to go with money, and we're going to go with, I think, 4.5 million, just to make sure that we do definitely get him in. He's only on 10 grand a week, and I think we need another midfielder. We are going to get rid of Piatti, the left mid. I think we're going to get rid of him, just because I don't think he looks particularly good enough. This guy can grow loads though, so hopefully that's going to work out as another winger. I know we have quite a few wingers, but I feel like we could do just replacing some of them because they're not particularly young. We do have obviously quite a few that are, but I think in particular, Piatti does look like I should try and get rid of him. 79 overall, he's quite fast, I know, and he's 5'4", so he's not particularly big either. And it might be a little bit of a bad player for us in-game. That's all I'm thinking with that one. And yeah, I think we're pretty much just going to continue to sim a few days and wait and see what we have with the other offers. Okay, so Gustavo's accepted the contract as we were expecting. We do just about have enough money to sign him up, which is great news. Enzo Perez does go the other way. It's a little bit of a shame about him. I wanted to maybe try and keep him in because he's quite a fast player, would play a similar sort of style to me, but I think we just needed to get in someone of a better quality. I think Gustavo fits perfectly. He's 6'2", and I think we need a little bit more height in there, obviously partnering with Verratti, who's very small. So I think that's a good little partnership we got going there. That's the team so far. I think it might be changing possibly with the left mid, and maybe even the right back if I do decide to change it. We'll have to wait and see though on that one. I think I'll put in a bid for the right back now and see how much they are wanting for him. Okay, so Hugo Malo, they want between 8.7 and 10.2 million, a lot of money. So I'm going to put in a bid but it's going to have to be for the current right back that we have as a backup anyway. 2.3 million he's worth, and I think we'll chuck in another 5 million on top of that. It's probably not going to be enough, but we'll wait and see what they say. And let's do some more player drills this week. We're going to go with the exact same 5 players, try and get them up if we can, and see how they get on. Anybody? Any attributes? No, still no attributes going up there. It might be another couple of weeks until we see some better growth. Let's continue to sim onwards and see what we have in the emails. Scout report actually back on Hugo Malo, which is good. 78 overall. He looks like a really good player, actually. Definitely someone I think would be a realistic signing, I think, from Celta Vigo, so it should be a good one if we can try and get him in. I think just maybe the money might be a bit of an issue for us because we don't have too much money left. We might need to have to get rid of a few players. But Matthias Pereira, 4.5 million, and he wants 20 grand a week. I think we're going to have to go with that. 5-year deal. He is going to be a really good player in the future. That's the reason why I'm trying to get him in. I am going to go squad rotational player for now, and it might be the case that we have to possibly get rid of a couple of players in order to get in Hugo Malo. Okay, so I've decided to list Piatti, and we're also going to list Mina as well. Now, I know in fact we can't, so we are going to have to list him, I think, for a 1-year loan deal. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is, again, because we need some more money in, but also because I think we're pretty much covered in most of those positions. He doesn't look outstanding. Main thing I look for is pace and dribbling. Doesn't have much pace, and his dribbling's 80, so he's not outstanding. I think we could do with loaning him out anyway. He's 19 years old, so we are going to go for a 1-year loan and try and get his 30 grand a week wage off our budget. And I think other than that, we can't really get rid of too many other players. Negredo was tempting, but I think we need somebody that's a bit taller up front off the bench. So I think we are looking okay for money. We just need to try and get rid of Piatti, the left winger, and once we've done that, we should be fine. Celta Vigo actually accepted the offer, 5 million plus our backup right back. Okay, so we are going to put up his wage, but we can't really meet the 70 grand, I don't think. We'll go with 60, and we'll add some more on there. In fact, we'll go 4-year contract, and we'll also go 20% clean sheet bonus, and I think crucial first team player. Yeah, I think I do want Cancelo to play more often, but I'm going to have to put him as that, I think. No, we'll go important. We'll see what he says to important. Hopefully he's happy with that. And he'll probably rotate between my other right back. And we've got a good bit of news. Player returning from injury there, so he'll be fine for the first game of the season. And here we go. Both of them accepted the contracts. Wasn't expecting that from Hugo Malo. And we can just about get him in. I've decided to prioritise him first over signing Matthias Pereira, but he will come in once we have enough money. We don't need too much more, to be honest. Once we've got rid of that winger, we should be fine. So Hugo Malo comes in, and we have got a few scout reports back on a couple of players. This is the guy I'm obviously after. Very fast player, 72 overall, I think it said. And he's already got 80 dribbling, so he definitely beats the Mina, I think, is it, that I'm sending out on loan. So already he looks pretty good. Xhaka is a player that we might get in next season. He does look really good though. His stats, his long shots and passing are really good, which is what I look for obviously in a midfielder. Just a shame about his pace. That's the only thing that concerns me a little bit with him. And yeah, I think we'll just have to wait until we have a couple of bids in now. And this is the first transfer offer in that we've had in a while, and it's only a loan one, so it gives us an extra 2 grand or something on the wage. Not great news for us. But we do have a few other things to look at. A couple more scout reports. Jonathan Dos Santos, a player that I won't be going for, but we're just curious anyway. 79 overall. Doesn't look too good with his speed. Obviously there it's averaging around 70. But his dribbling and other stats do actually look quite good, to be fair to him. Again, I don't think we can really afford to have him in the team. And we got Sergio Roberto also here. 78 overall. He looks fairly cheap actually, which isn't too bad considering it's Barcelona. It's just the 60 grand a week that puts me off a little bit. So again, he's going to be a player that I think we'll have to miss out on for now. He might be someone that we sign in January though, so I wouldn't rule him out just yet. Okay, PSG have just signed Neymar. 87.5 million. Wow, what an interesting one that is. Wasn't expecting that sort of offer to be put in already. We are going to ask for 500 grand for our CDM, 21-year-old CDM from Huddersfield. Well, Huddersfield want him. And yeah, we've got Neymar going for 87.5 million to PSG. Wow. At least that helps us out, I suppose, when it comes down to playing Barcelona. They do have a slightly weakened team now with Neymar going, but still it's not going to be too easy. We do actually have quite a good run-in for the first few months. We avoid Barcelona and Real Madrid, which is quite good. And Huddersfield come back, so they only want to spend 400 grand. So we'll just accept that to get in some more money. And hopefully we can finally get rid of a couple more players, getting Pereira. Okay, so it looks like we've missed out on Pereira because we've waited too long. So we're going to have to try and sell somebody, then put in another contract offer. And this might be the player that we're going to be selling. It looks like it will be to Liverpool. Yeah, I think we can go with that. Get rid of Pablo, I think. Yeah, I think we will do that. We'll just go with what he's worth, 8.5 million. The chief executive hasn't said any more, so we are just going to accept that in order to try and get in Pereira before the first game. Oh. Okay. He wants to move in this transfer window. Wow, I wasn't expecting that, actually. And PSG made another big signing. Pogba, 50 million. As you do, just kind of get that sort of money out your back pocket. Wow, that's an interesting one. But also, Diego Alves wants to leave. I wasn't expecting that, so I'm not prepared for that. So I'll quickly have a look at some players and see whether we can try and get in a replacement for him. It's best for me to try and make the signing rather than the board selling him and us getting an awful deal for him. Okay, so we're going to try and go for Keylor Navas. Yeah, that might be a bit of a long shot, but he's only worth between 16 and 19. We're just going to go with a straight trade, put in Alves, who's worth 14, and see what they say to that. Yeah, there's not a great deal of keepers to choose from, I don't think. Moya was a player I'm looking at. I don't know how good he is, though, in overall, so we'll have to wait on that one. All Black's another one. Possibly we could sign him. Oh, in fact, Archer could be one. 79 overall. I think we probably want someone a little bit better. Now, how good is Rulli? Never heard of him before, so I might just scout him for 3 days, see what they say to that, and hopefully he can be a decent overall for us. I don't want someone that's too old, so I'll avoid him. Ter Stegen's another player I'd be interested in. Again, don't know how much he's worth, that's the main issue. We don't have any money to really offer them at the moment, so we'll just go with Diego Alves. Again, see what Barcelona says to that. Okay, we're going to have to resubmit the contract offer. Because I don't have 20 grand, I'll have to go with the 19 grand, and hopefully he goes ahead with that 5-year deal, and we will go for a rotational player yet again. Okay, he did actually accept that. I wasn't expecting that at all, but bid in here for Diego Alves, 18.5 million. And 15.5 million, I don't even realise there was another offer, that was lucky I clicked it. We're going to ask for 20, be a little bit greedy, I think we're going to ask for 20 from Chelsea, and see what they say to that, and then we'll probably ask for about the same, I think, from Arsenal, see whether they are interested in paying that amount. We do need to try and get rid of him before the board sell him, though, so I won't ask for too much more than that. We need to try and sell Piatini, because we need to get in the signing. Has he gone? Yes, he's gone. Yay. Diego Alves' decision. We've taken the decision to... Wait, what? We've taken the decision to sell him? Wait, he's not gone yet, has he? Wait, we'll sign Pereira first. Let's see. Has he gone? It sounded like he had from that email, but maybe they just meant they've taken the decision rather than they've already sold them. I'm not really too sure, to be totally honest. But we've got one back here on Rulli. That's more like it. 23 years old, 79 overall. Not too bad. We'll wait and see on that one, actually. He does look like a good player. But I don't think he'll have got rid of Diego Alves. Surely we'd have seen some money come in for him. Is he in the team still? Yes, he is. So we'll try and go for that keeper. I know he's a similar sort of overall to the backup keeper. In fact, it might be the same as Ryan. I think Ryan might be actually 78 overall. But it'd be still good to have Rulli in. So we might just wait until Diego Alves does actually leave and see what happens then. But first, big game here against Vallecano? Don't know, something like that. And yeah, hopefully we can beat them. It's the first game of the season. And sadly, we don't have time to play it. So we're going to have to sim the first game of the season, which I'd never liked doing. But we're going to have to try and do that through the calendar. So let's see how he gets on simming it. Not ideal for the first game of the season, but we need to try and get in these signings before the end of the episode. We won 3-0. Don't know why I was that concerned about it, to be honest. We have such a better team than that club. Don't even know any of the players from that team, so yeah, we're probably deserved, to be honest. And they decided to match it, 20 million. Well, isn't that great news? They are interested in the player, Real Madrid, but they want 13.5 million on top of that. We're obviously not going to pay that sort of money, as well as the player. So we'll leave those emails for now, and we'll wait until we have sold them. Let's see which team it goes to, Chelsea or Arsenal. Okay, that happened pretty quickly. He went to Chelsea. 17 million added on top of that. And we've got a bid in here for Alcesa. Not interested in getting rid of him. So we'll just reject that one straight away from Stoke City. And let's try and get another keeper. We desperately need one. Let's try and get in Navas. 19 million or 18 maybe. We'll go 18 to begin with. We've got a lot of money to spend now, which is good. We need to try and get another keeper quite soon. Let's try and get him Rulli as well. Let's put in a bid for him. I think we'll go with about 12 or 13. We'll go 12.5 for now. And the final keeper I'm going to be putting a bid for now is Ter Stegen. So 19 million is what we're going to go with him. I think he's going to be quite an expensive one, so I'm happy to just go with a bid of that straight away. Okay, so they want 18.5 for Rulli. Barcelona have rejected, they want 32.5. We'll get rid of that one straight away. And they've accepted 18 million for Navas. Okay, I don't think Navas is too bad to get in. 82 overall, obviously. I think he was younger than Diego Alves. I'm pretty sure that's right. So yeah, we'll go with that. I think 120 grand. We'll go with a 4-year deal and crucial first team player. And I'm going to let you guys decide in the comments which keeper I go for, Rulli or Keylor Navas. So we are going to up the offer for this one. We'll go 15.5. Hopefully they accept that. If they do, then we'll end the episode here and let you guys decide on that in the comments. We won't do player development for now. We'll wait a little bit. Let's see. So yes, they have accepted. And Navas can actually sign for us straight away, but we do need to do the contract offer for Rulli. So we'll go 5-year contract, crucial first team player, and see what he says to that. Great news, they're both accepted. So it's completely down to you guys in the comments. Who should I sign, Rulli or Navas? And obviously there is a slightly different price and a slightly different wage and that sort of thing. But let me know in the comments below. That is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If we go hit 30 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I will see you next time for episode 3. Not tomorrow, but the day after, I think it will be. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.